students, in this video we will study adjoint and inverse of a matrix. First of all, before we discuss adjoint of a matrix, we should be clear about determinant. Okay, determinant, if four numbers A, B, C, D are represented in rows and column and bounded by two bars, these two lines, and the value of this is AD minus BC, we can say this is the determinant of order 2. That is, the value of this determinant will be AD minus BC. As we were doing in cross multiplication method, we will use that method also for determinant of order 3. This is determinant of order 2. We can write this in equation form also as AX plus BY is equal to 0 and CX plus DZY is equal to 0. Okay, and this way, if we are going to find out the determinant of order 3, we will get accordingly, as here we will get the three equations, that is A1x plus B1y plus C1z is equal to 0. And how to solve these three equations we already studied in lower classes, that is x upon hiding this B2C3 minus B3C2. This we were using during cross multiplication method. X upon B2C3 minus B3C2 is equal to y upon hiding this and A2C3 this minus this, and z upon A2B3 minus A3B2. Let this is equal to constant k, and this way x is coming k with this value, y is coming k with this value, and z is coming k with this value. Putting the value of x, y and z in any equation, we can get the value of the determinant accordingly. Okay, now after substituting in equation number 1, we are getting this value, and this is the value of the determinant. Okay, now here k will be cancelled, and in determinant form we can write this A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2 and A3 B3 C3, and after expanding with respect to this A1 and hiding this B2 C2 minus B3 C3 minus B1, in whenever we are expanding any determinant, this and this value will be taken as negative. Suppose we are expanding with respect to first row, in any determinant the number of rows and columns will be same. This was not there in matrices. Okay, now if we expand with respect to first row this determinant A1, this will be positive, second value will be negative, then this value will be positive minus B1 and hiding this, and we are getting A2 C2 and A3 C3 in determinant form. This way we can see whatever we were finding with the help of cross multiplication method, and here substituting with the help of this, we are able to get the value of the determinant also. If we expand with respect to second row, then A2, and then we add this, we will get B1 C1 and B3 C3. In the same way, B2, this will be hidden, C2, this will be hidden like this. Okay, and this way we can get the value of any determinant, because this expansion of determinant will be used in minors and cofactors also. Now what about the minors? This is of order 2, this is of order 3. Now minors of any matrix, suppose we are given any matrix, and then if we are writing in determinant form, say this is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3 and C3. Okay, then minor of this value, that is first row, first column, will be B2, C2, B3, C3 in determinant form. B2, C2, B3, C3. This is the value of M11. In the same way, M12, this will be cancelled and we can get the M12 is equal to A2, C2, A3, C3. This way we can find minor of any element in this matrix. Okay, and cofactor is equal to, cofactor generally represented by capital A, cofactor is equal to minus 1 to the power I plus j. I means rows and column, 1 plus 1. Here cofactor is equal to minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 and this value. In the same way here cofactor minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 and this value, and this way we can find minor and cofactor of any matrix. Okay, and adjoint of any matrix is the transpose of that matrix written with its cofactors. This is the matrix transpose of this. This sign represents the transpose of any matrix written with its cofactor. Suppose for a while there is another number here A1, then minor of this value is this coming, and then cofactor is coming minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, this value, and that will be represented by capital A11. That is again repeating, adjoint of A is equal to transpose of the matrix obtained by writing the cofactors of all the elements. Okay, and these topics will be minors, cofactors and adjoint of a matrix will be more and more clear whenever we will discuss the questions. Now questions. Now in this question, A, B, any square matrix of order 3. Write the value of determinant 2A where determinant of A is equal to 4. Since we are given A is any matrix of order 3 and then we have to write the value of this, and we know that here that using this property, if we are given any matrix A is equal to A, B, C, D, 2 rows, 2 columns, and if we multiply by K any scalar quantity, then each elements will be multiplied. But in case of determinant of this, if we write determinant of Ka and that is equal to determinant of this, but in case of determinant from any row we can take common K, or from any column we can take common K, and this way 1K will be taken common from here, 1K will be taken common from here. This is K square and determinant of A, B, C, D, and this determinant is of determinant of A written like this, and we are given the value of this should be order 2. Okay, then the value of determinant A is given 4. So after writing we can write here 4. If this is of order 3, this is of order 3, then we can substitute this value K as 2 to the power 3 determinant of A, that is 32. Okay, and in this next question again one property of this will be used. A is a square matrix of order 3 such that determinant of adjoint of A is equal to 64. Find determinant of A. We know this property, that is, if we are finding adjoint of A, then one order will be reduced. That is, because in finding adjoint we are not taking one row and one column, and likewise the constant will also be reduced. That is, in place of k cube we will take k square in finding adjoint, and that is why the value of n will be reduced by 1. So determinant of A 3 minus 1. Here we are given this value adjoint of A. Putting this value we can get determinant of A is equal to plus minus 8. Now next question. In this question, find the adjoint of 1, 2, 3, 4. We are given this matrix. Now first of all, in this question we will find separately minors. This is the M11, means first row, first column, first row, first column will be hidden. What left? 4. This is the minor. First M12, first row, second column, this is hidden, and what left? 3. M21, second row and first column, this is hidden, we are getting 2, and M22, this is hidden, we are getting 4. These are the values of minors, and we know that cofactors are Aij is equal to minus 1 to the power I plus j Mij, okay, and that is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, this value, minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, this will be negative, minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1, this will be negative, and 2 plus 2, that is positive. And this way cofactors we are getting, minors we are getting, and for adjoint is the matrix that is transpose of the cofactors of each element. First element A11, this cofactor 4, second element 1 2, third element 2 1 minus 2, and fourth element 1, and this is here. And transpose means rows and columns will be interchanged at last, and students are generally missing this point, rows and columns, and that is why this is very important. After writing this, we will interchange rows and column, and this will be our final answer for adjoint of this matrix. In the same way, find the adjoint of the matrix A and verify this result. Actually, this is the very important theorem in case of adjoint of the matrix. That is, if we are given any matrix A, then A adjoint of AA is equal to determinant of A I2. That is, if this is of order 2 cross 2. Okay, and we are given this matrix, we can show very easily adjoint of A after finding in the same way as we got in this one, A11, A12, A21, A22, transpose of this value. After writing, we are getting 7 minus 4 minus 5, 3, and A adjoint A means multiplication of the given matrix 3, 4, 5, 7 with this 7 minus 4 minus 5, 3, first row, first column, corresponding elements multiplied and added. In the same way, we can get other elements also, and this is the value of A adjoint A, and we can say that this is the unit matrix or identity matrix of order 2. In the same way, we can get this adjoint A to A, again we will get the same value, and determinant of A is coming out 21 minus 20, that is 1. Determinant of A multiplied by unit matrix, we are getting this unit matrix, and these two values are equal, and that is why this is proved, this theorem is proved with the help of this question 3, 4, 5, 7. Now next question. In this question, the matrix A is given, which is a square matrix of order 3, 1 minus 2 minus 2, 2 1 minus 2 and 2 minus 2 1. We have to find out another matrix B. The condition is given, that is AB is equal to BA. With this given condition, we can think that this is maybe of adjoint of A, because we know the property, that is A adjoint A is equal to adjoint A. Now here, for finding adjoint of this, if we are able to find adjoint of this correctly, then that will be the value of A. But after finding this value of B, we should show whether A adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A and A. Okay. Now here we are trying to get all the values of minors and cofactors so that you will be more and more clear. Now in the first case, M11, first row, first column, what left? 1 minus 2 minus 2, 1. And then for cofactor, this is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, and this value which is minus 3, A11. In this way we can find M12, first row, second column. What left? 2 minus 2 and 2, 1. Minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, and this is the value coming 2 minus this is 6. What is A12? Okay. In the same way, M13, first row and third column, what left? 2, 1, 2 minus 2. And this way we are getting minus 6 and minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3, which is minus 6. And this way we can find minor and cofactor of this, all the 6, these 3 and this 6. After getting minors and cofactors of this, we can write adjoint of the matrix A, and we know adjoint of the matrix is a matrix which is written in matrix form with the transpose of the each elements of the cofactors. That is, the first cofactor A11 like this, minus 3. In the same way we can write all cofactors, then we find this transpose, that is rows and columns will be interchanged, and this value is coming. Obviously this value will be the value of B, but we have to show whether A B is equal to BA, both values are equal or not. And that is A adjoint A. After multiplying, this is 3 cross 3, 3 cross 3, corresponding elements are multiplied and added, and we are getting 21 0 0 0 21 0 and 0 0 21. This will come again if we multiply adjoint of this to this, means this will be first and that will be second, the same value will get, and that is why this satisfies the condition A adjoint A is equal to adjoint A, and so this is the value of B, which is the answer, minus 3 6 6, minus 6 5 minus 2, and minus 6 minus 2 and 5. Now inverse of a matrix. For the introduction of inverse of any matrix, first of all we should understand the difference between singular and non-singular matrix. If we are given any matrix, you can take here or any other matrix, and if determinant of that matrix, let you are given any matrix A and determinant of that matrix is coming 0, then we say that this matrix A is a singular matrix. And if determinant of A is not coming 0, not equal to 0, we will say that this matrix A is a non-singular matrix. Okay. For being inverse or the existence of inverse of any matrix, in general we can understand that for any real number there exists another real number 1 upon A, which when multiplied we get 1, and this is called multiplicative inverse of this A. After multiplication we are getting this is 1. Okay. In matrix form also, if we are given any matrix A, B, CD, and another matrix X, Y, Z, W. If after multiplication we are getting 1 0 0 1, that is unit matrix, then we can say that this matrix is multiplicative inverse of the given matrix. Or in other words, we can say that AB, if we are given AB is equal to I, that is identity matrix, this I will depend according to the order of matrix, then we can say that B is the multiplicative inverse of this A. Or you can say here A inverse, A is equal to I, okay, this is the inverse of A, or A inverse is equal to I, okay. And here if any matrix is a square matrix and determinant of that matrix is not equal to 0, we will say that this inverse exists, okay. Now if we multiply these two matrices, we will get here AX, corresponding elements multiplied and added, AX plus BZ, AY plus BW, CX plus DZ, and CY plus DW, and this is coming 1 0 0 1. That is, we can say that this is multiplicative inverse. After comparing these two equal matrices, we will get equation AX plus BZ is equal to 1, AY plus BW is equal to 0, and CX plus DZ is equal to 0, and CY plus DW is equal to 1. After solving these four equations, we will get the inverse of this matrix, because here if we multiply this to this, we are getting identity matrix. It means obviously the value of X, Y, Z, W after substitution in this matrix will be the inverse of the matrix A, B, C and D, okay. And so, or you can say A inverse is equal to I, and you can see after solving this what will be the value. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A adjoint of A, okay. And obviously you can get adjoint of this will left, and this way we can get adjoint, and that is why inverse exists, and the inverse value is 1 upon determinant of A. With this relation we can understand that if determinant of A will be 0, this will not defined, and that is why first condition the matrix should be square matrix. Second condition, this determinant of that matrix should not be equal to 0, okay, that is non-singular, okay. And then A inverse, then the inverse exists, and the value of that inverse will be adjoint of A upon determinant of A, okay. Just try to understand this question. Find X if this is a singular matrix. What is the condition for being singular? Determinant of this will be 0, and so after writing in determinant form, in expanding with respect to C1, this will be hidden 8 7 minus 4 minus 4x. In the same way, minus minus, because here we are taking negative, negative, negative and negative. After expanding, we already studied in the last topic, and then this plus 6 and this will be hidden, and then minus 6 minus 4, this is 2 and x, okay, and then 2, this is expanded with respect to second column, that is this will be hidden, and third 2, and then 6, 2 and 7 minus 4, and so 7x minus 16, this value after expanding we are getting here 20x is equal to 60 or x is equal to 3. This type of questions is being asked in board examination also. Okay, you are free to expand with respect to any row or any column. Here in this question I expanded with respect to C1, not with respect to this. Okay, now next question. Given A is equal to 2 minus 3 and minus 4 7, compute A inverse. That is, first of all we will find determinant of A, which is not coming 0, and that is why this is non-singular matrix, and so inverse exists. We can apply this because this is not equal to 0. So A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A, and adjoint of A means adjoint of this value will be written first row first column, means minus 1 to plus 1, minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, this will be positive, and in the same way this value will be 4, this value will be 3, and this value will be 2. This value first row second column will be negative multiplied by negative, that is positive, and this is second row first column, again this value negative multiplied by negative, that is positive, and this will be positive. And this way, after writing adjoint, that is in transpose form, rows and columns will be interchanged, we are getting this value. And so inverse of this, applying just to see whether this exists or not, 2A inverse, that is 2 into A inverse, this value is equal to 9i, I means of order 2, 1001, minus A is given 2 minus 3 minus 4 7. After subtracting these two, we are getting right hand side is also same as left hand side, and this has shown. Now next question. In this question, if A is minus 1 minus 1 2 minus 2, show that this value. After showing, hence find. Hence is very important in this matrix equation. Okay, and with the help of this hence, we will study another method of finding inverse. The previous one that we already studied, that is the inverse of any matrix A. A inverse is equal to, that is adjoint of A upon determinant of A. And here we will find the inverse by the simple multiplication of inverse and using the concept of A inverse A is equal to I. Okay, we will see. Now putting this value in the given equation, A square plus 3A plus 4I, I is 1001. After putting, this is matrix multiplication, we are getting this value, and plus 3 multiplied with all the numbers, and then plus 4I. After adding these three, because these three are of same order, 2 cross 2, and that is why we can add. After adding, we are getting 0 0 0 0, that is big 0, you can say in matrix form, or 0 matrix or null matrix. Okay, where all the elements are 0. So this way we have shown that this value A square plus 3A plus 4I is coming 0. Okay, now hence if in board examination you are asked hence find A inverse, and you are finding by the previous method, then the solution will be wrong. With the help of this, A square plus 3A plus 4I is equal to 0, multiplying both sides by A inverse. We can multiply by any number to any matrix equation. A inverse, this will be written as A inverse A and 1A left, plus 3A inverse A plus 4A inverse I is equal to 0. A inverse A is I, identity matrix. Here A inverse A is I, and this is A inverse I multiplied to any unit matrix. Any matrix will be the matrix itself, and then IA is coming A, 3I as it is, and 4A inverse. Transposing this IA means minus A, and 3I means minus 3I. On other side, we are getting the value of 4A inverse, that is substituting the value of A, which is given here. minus 1 and 2 minus 2 minus 3i, that is unit matrix, and then solving after multiplying with the minus sign, we are getting 4a inverse is minus 2 1 minus 2 minus 1, and with the help of this we are getting a inverse is equal to 1 upon 4 of this, and that is 1 upon 4 of all the numbers. We are getting a inverse, that is inverse of a, is equal to minus 1 upon 2 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 4. This is second method or another method of inverse of matrix. This way we studied all the topics related to adjoint and inverse of the matrix in detail, and we tried to solve all types of questions that can be asked in board examination. And in the next video you will study how to find inverse by using elementary operation on matrices. Thank you.